I saved Mario on Nintendo Switch. Bold statement and kinda clickbaity, but hear me out. In the early days of the Switch, we were excited and were happily anticipating releases of Wii U ports. Because not many of us have had a Wii U, although I think the console is heavily underestimated, cough cough, one of the anticipated title was
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
I don't know about everyone else, but my logic back then was that Nintendo would have to port this game before they can release Mario Maker port or sequel, because they would make any single player Mario games obsolete. This was years before Super Mario Bros. Wonder, where Nintendo finally stepped up the game and differentiated traditional Mario from Mario Maker. Announced during the Nintendo Direct on September 2018 and released on January 2019,
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe
was a smash hit. Just look at how many copies it sold so far. Same game, plus the DLC, plus added features like the Super Crown, exploded on the internet with not safe for work memes. It was stale, but it's a 2D Mario game and it was getting surprising amount of attention due to the memes. There weren't that many issues people had with the game other than its stale formula, but once people got their hands on with the game, we found out the one feature Nintendo messed with. In every single new Super Mario Bros. Home console release, players can perform a mid-air spin. It is, and I quote, it consists of a 360-degree spin in the air that delays the characters falling for a split second, allowing them to stay in mid-air longer. It is possible to perform multiple mid-air spins while in mid-air. In the original, this action can be performed by pressing any shoulder and trigger buttons while in mid-air. This was carried all the way to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which limited it to just the right shoulder and trigger buttons. But what if you want to play local multiplayer? You'd have to use the Joy-Con in a sideways position. How would you press the shoulder button? It's tiny and hard to press. This could be mitigated with the included strap that comes with the console, but not everyone carries that around. So, Nintendo's brilliant solution to this problem is to allow the existing buttons input setup, and also letting players perform mid-air spin by pressing the jump button whilst mid-air. It's commendable that Nintendo is considering every possible scenario, but why was it set as default with no way to remove it? This might not seem like a big deal, but you'll be unintentionally performing mid-air spin many times. Precision and tight control is a must, especially in 2D platformer, and it's still baffling Nintendo did this. But it turns out there is a way to disable it. While browsing Asian Wikipedia sites, I found out a way to disable mid-air spin bind to the jump button. I checked Reddit and Western wiki sites, and I saw that nobody was mentioning this little fact. So I shared it on the Nintendo Switch subreddit, and to this day it is the highest voted post I've ever made. To activate it, press the left stick for 3 seconds until you hear an audio cue. Once this post started getting traction, several game news outlets picked it up and wrote articles and videos showcasing this feature, and thus I saved the game on Switch.
Dump in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So this was discovered by Metallic Fear on Reddit.
All of these news and videos of people referencing me did feel good at the time, but I also felt a bit of guilt and a bit of a shock. I felt a bit guilty taking credit of someone else's discovery. Truth be told, I never claimed I found it first, but many articles written about this mentions how I discovered it. Yes, I discovered it from a wiki post made by someone who actually discovered it first. I was shocked by that sentence. User Metallic Fear on Reddit discovered it. Technically, no one's lying here, but it's not the real truth. Whilst writing the script, I tried to find out who really discovered it first. After some digging, I came to the conclusion that I can't find it. I don't know. I believe it was first found in Japan, but I don't have any proof. I'm sure you weren't expecting this video to reveal a secret that was hiding in plain sight for 5 years, but since I have a platform to share this story too, I figured this is the right moment. If anyone watching knows who discovered how to disable midair spin bind to jump button on New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, please let me know in the comment section down below. I wasn't capable of finding out, but maybe you can. I still regret if I should have made it clear that I found it online. It was never my intent to trick people, and I'm sure all these news outlets claiming that I discovered it, I'm sure it wasn't their intention to lie, but clearly they aren't interested in correcting a story from 5 years ago, and my attempt to let people know have been removed due to their comment policy. No lies have been told. No research has been done. But it has existed on the internet as truth since 2019. That's it for now. Bye.